Can you hear me? I think you can. It's working. I was panicking for a second and it wasn't working. Yes, so you said banana, banana. Ooh, banana. Ba ba ba. Banana. Very fun. Oh my god, I just realized my graphics tablet isn't plugged in. Oh my god. I can't draw anything if I do that. So I'm going to try and plug that in. I will look very strange for a second while I do this. Let's just tap the back. We try and plug it. And there we go. I heard the noise, which means it's connected. Yes, okay, fantastic. So, this I am drawing today, Elia stellaria. and she's my favourite VTuber, which is kind of what the title is. This is a reference image of her on the side, and yeah, we're gonna have a go. I thought, why not draw someone I like, because it'd be fun to draw. And I really need to practice my drawing skills because they're not great, and I want to get really good at drawing. I think that'd be a really cool thing to have. So we're going to make a new file, and I'm going to, which you can't see as I remember before. So I shall quickly do that, as you can't see, but describe what I'm doing, calling it elia stellaria, and I'm going to make it 5,000 by 5,000. No. No, sorry, no, it needs to be portrait, doesn't it? Let's make it like rotated 4K. There we go. But maybe decrease the height. I don't like that. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it does have to trust me. Okay, I think that's probably fine. You know what? I'm gonna make the whole thing a little bit bigger. That is way too big. Let's go 4,000, and then about maybe 6,000. Yeah, that's good. Okay, fantastic. There we go. So now we have a canvas to work with. I have a bit of a reference that you can't see on the side for some posing, because obviously I need references to look at for body parts. Oh, I'm here, baby. Oh, welcome back, Shadow Money Wizard. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry I'm late, everyone, by the way. You've been waiting for... Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. It was because my laptop was making a really scary high-pitched noise, and I was trying to sort that out. It seems to have stopped, but I didn't want to just start streaming if my laptop was making this. It sounded like crickets. It was making. I didn't want to start streaming if it was making this noise, because I was afraid something was just going to explode on me midstream. We do not want that. Setting up after a heart. Setting up the scene of Botox can be shot can be a really nice thing. Yeah, it can be. Sometimes I don't want to fill in all the settings, but it's not that big a deal, really. Okay, so I've got a pose, and it kind of starts with... See, I'll draw... This is... Oh my god, that's terrible. Why am I drawing so many circles? This is kind of where the head will be. She's going to be stood up down here. And we're going to try this. I'm not using Photoshop, by the way. It's Clip Studio Paint, but it's very similar in that way, I guess. I have changed my mind on the pose. You know what? I think the pose I found was wearing too many clothes, and it's difficult for me to understand the anatomy as much. So we're just gonna switch it up. Let's go for... I don't know. Being a look. Let me try for portrait mode, that'll help. Yeah, it could be something. No, that's not gonna work. I know what I need to look up. No. I can't. Oh my god. I know you can't see this, but I'm trying. I thought I had a decent reference, but I'm realizing all the flaws in that reference, and I don't like it anymore. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna look at something very simple. Female anime poses is what I've just looked up on Google. And I'm gonna hope I found one that I can use as a reference, because I suck at drawing and I need help. Come on. What about one like that? No, that's silly. I don't know what to do. I think I found one. I'll just zoom in. I got it up nice and big. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, I probably should. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, that's a silly way of doing it. I'll pick my favourite one. Let's go with that one. That one's cool. It's a different angle to something I'd usually draw, which means I want to challenge myself a bit with the posing. It's kind of like... This is going to be a really crude drawing, but it's kind of I'll do it properly afterwards. But it's someone who stood, it's their arm, that's their hand, and they kind of stood almost facing backwards. That's terrible drawing, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, it's like a side-on, almost backwards view type thing. It'll be fine. So let's start with the face. I'm going to rub out this section here, just so I get a decent circle. We'll see what happens with that. Oh, this reference picture of Elia stellaria is official, and it gives you lots of sides, which is why it's perfect. Because I don't need to worry so much about what it looks like from different angles. This one here is going to be really useful. You can't draw for your life, yeah, fair enough. Drawing is hard. It takes so much practice to get anywhere with it. I'm okay at drawing at this point. I'd say I'm pretty decent, but there's still so many people who are so much better than me. Lighting is a bit of a mystery to me still, but I'm going to try my best today with it. See if we can make it any better. The adore of the mouse of the drawing pad. So I use a drawing tablet, as I was saying at the start of the stream. I was trying to plug it in. Because I didn't have it plugged in. How did I forget? I'm not sure. My drawing tablet is a it's one of the ones that isn't a screen. It's just a black piece of plastic? Yeah, it's plastic. And you have to look at the screen while your hand's down on your desk. It is a little bit annoying. It does make drawing, I'd say, a little bit harder than it needs to be, but then you can draw online, so that's something. Oh my god, this is too sketchy. I'm not happy with this. Can I just rub out this section and just make it more clear what this shape is? So if I just go around to there, and then we rub out this bit of the head as well, and perhaps there. So that's kind of progress. And then obviously after the head we have, you think you know the ones I'm talking about? Yeah. We can also do yeah, we'll try to do a bit of a neck. Obviously you need a neck. Do not draw people with necks. A lot of necks are quite, they look simple, but they're so easy to get wrong. It's so easy to make it too long or too short. Too short looks especially strange on characters. So be careful with that when you draw necks. So I kind of want to draw it with a bit of a structure in my head so that I know what on earth I'm doing. So this is the side of the rib cage, I think. It needs to be more tilted than that. Maybe more like this? Yeah. And then the side goes just around here. I'm going to rub out a little bit of the side. A little bit too much for me. And this character, you can only really see the side onwards. From the reference I'm looking at. We're going to try that. Oh my god. I suck at drawing. And then we've also got the shoulder, which kind of comes out of this side around about here. It's fairly big and the angle is quite harsh. It's like that. And then the arm. Does it automatically move the cursor if you just hold the pen near the pad instead of pressing it over? Yes, it does. This is me hovering and this is me pressing down. And it picks up your pen pressure. So this is me pressing hard, this is me pressing lightly, and it decreases and increases the size of the pen. They're very cool things. You can get them for quite cheap actually. I can't guarantee those ones will be great quality, but there's a wide variety of models out available if you want one. And then so I'm just gonna smooth out this like that. And then, so this is kind of where the arm is. I don't want this to be too too big, the change between the shoulder and the arm. It can't look weird. So yeah, it's around about that. Whoa, I did not mean to open that. I don't think you can see that though. So then a pop-up appeared on my screen, to be clear. Okay, this is not sticking out enough. That back makes no sense right now. So I'm gonna fix it by drawing out a bit. We've got this, it's fine. I'm gonna be here a very long time tonight because I'm showing full body detailed illustration, unlike the last drawing at stream I did where I just did a chibi, and that still took ages, so I don't expect anyone to stay till the end. You can pop in, pop out, check on my progress if you like, whatever you want, or you can have a chat to me. I'm happy with whatever. So anyway, continuing on. This needs to be a little bit more tilted. It's just lots of me looking at my reference. I guess I could put it up on the screen for you, I think, if I just save it myself as a picture. And I post beam up, that works. And then I will... Oh no, I need to know, I'll use clipping tool because you won't know which one I'm looking at. Clipping tool, snipping tool, not clipping tool. Why did I call it clipping tool? And then what else do we need to do? Oh yeah, so if I pop onto OBS, I think I will be able to add this on for you guys. You made us use those during the really bad game design A-level and on. They made it. My proportions. Oh, you mean the drawing tablets? Use them in game design. I guess it's for drawing assets and stuff. They do feel weird, but it's a lot better than using a mouse, and they're a lot cheaper than a screen tablet. People who have iPads are lucky because they don't have to buy a tablet, a graphics tablet or anything, because you can use those as graphic tablets, but you can't do that with regular tablets because they don't have the pen pressure support usually. Yeah, then you have to buy something special. It's not great. Did I not? I swear I took a screenshot, but I'm so confused. Save as screenshot. Yes. Why? I am confused. Why can't you see it? Oh no, you can. There we go. You can see it now. Can I plop it some? No, this is probably the best place to put it. You can't see my toolbar anymore, but it's better than nothing. That's what we're aiming for with the reference. I'm gonna try my best to copy that for now. But yeah, that is probably, I think that's better visually for you guys, just so you can see what on earth I'm talking about. Oh god. So I think it's a little bit more curved here. And then we've got the breast tissue. That's what we're gonna call it today. Around here. And it kind of, where does it go down to? It doesn't go too far down the arm. So I guess these ones, I need to check the size of Elia's though, of course. I don't want to make this character too still because she's not the pecs. Yeah, we'll call them the pecs. Well, they're not pecs though, are they? It's not muscle, this is made of fat. So she's about that large. She's not super tall, so I don't want to make her super tall. But yeah, so this is about where the breast tissue would go. And there's also an arm coming down around the same place on this character. So arms have kind of diamond-shaped elbows. It's probably one of the best ways to draw them. It helps. Pecs with that. Yeah, that's what they are. And then we can draw a hand as well. I'm going to draw the hand first and link it up easier with the rest of the body. With the arm, I mean. I think it would just be easier to draw the lines like this. And then you're going to make sure you include the wrist. And then there's arm muscles, of course, that go down here. And after that, it's just kind of a straight line like that. And then this, of course, a little bit of a line here. That's basically it. If I wrote out this weird diamond shape thing I've just drawn. It should look roughly right. If we imagine that it's curving, obviously I've drawn them a bit smaller than the reference, but I could increase the size of it if to cover it up properly. It'd be somewhere around there that you'd have the crease of the elbow and it would go up. It'd be more like this, wouldn't it? That's the other shoulder is about here. And it goes down. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we got this. So continuing onwards, we have the rest of the body, I guess. So the back, I'm going to draw what the back would be doing to help myself understand how long this torso needs to be. And the hips are there is a technique I'm using to draw the hips. You kind of draw a trapezium in perspective. Well, is this a trapezoid? I think it is. It's the 3D shape version of one. And from the front, it's kind of like this. So if you draw it, it's more boxy on men. That's the thing I learned. But that's basically how you draw your hips. Oh wait, no, sorry, I've done that wrong. It should be like this. It should have a straight bit at the top first, and the same on the other side, like that. Okay, so the next thing would be to actually draw on top of that. So you've got the bottom. Obviously this is going to be covered up by the skirt, so I'm not going to be super worried about how this looks. But having an underlying structure that makes sense does help a lot. I'm going to have to shrink this down, by the way, as well, because it's not fitting on the page. It's fine. So we're going to draw a curve around here for the bottom. And it's going to go around. This is where the arm's going to be, so I don't actually need to draw the middle. But it's fine, because we can go around the front as well. Which is, this whole thing here is too big, by the way, I just realised. So I'm going to shrink this pelvis structure that I've drawn. It's way too big. It makes sense, but it's too big. Maybe more like this. And that makes sense. So then it'd be more like to here and here. And you'd have it curve around a bit, but after that there's no more line because this is kind of just where the crease stops. And it curves around the front. Kim Kardashian if she was a YouTuber. No, this is just it's just underlying structures to help me out, you know. Once I've got the pose drawn properly, we're good. Of course, I didn't create this pose, but every pose in history has been done. It's just me looking at my reference. So we go down the leg a little bit further. Somewhere around here we have a knee. And it's the same on, well, no, don't do it like that. Gotta draw the other side of this leg, which is kind of covered up on the original picture by a fan, but I can imagine what it would be doing. It's something like this, I would assume. Kind of like that, and then you'd have obviously the other side of the knee, which you can draw in. I don't know, something like that. Oh wait, no, sorry, it shouldn't go like that because this leg is actually a lot more tilted inwards, I've just realised. Should be more at that angle, perhaps? That makes sense, I think. Then it goes down and also kind of down there. That makes sense, right? I think so. Oh my god. Let's try and rub out the rest of the inside of this. and it will help me see if it looks correct a bit easier. So if we rub out the top of the hips, we should get a bigger brush. Is that correct? Kind of? I'm not sure. It looks a little bit too wide on this side, I'd say. So I'm going to select from here. Just kind of shrink it in a bit. Just do perhaps like that. Not too much. Maybe if I rotate it, I think that might be the answer. Just a bit of rotation, really. Don't want to go crazy with the rotation, but a little bit. Move it up a bit. Maybe something more like that. I don't know. It's so hard. Anatomy is my it's a big pain. My nemesis, that's the word. Curves around like that. Maybe we can get rid of the top bit. And we're making a little bit of progress. Sure. That's decent. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's try and flip it. I think the bottom is way too big right now. This. Oh, wrong pen. This needs to go like down here. Further down. And more like this. I think that makes more sense. That's more realistic. That's better. Okay. So the other section I need to do is this arm, which I have been ignoring for a while. I'm just checking that it looks fine. Yeah, that actually does look correct. Okay, fantastic. So let's finally draw the other arm, which kind of goes down. You need the diamond shape, which on this arm is going to look like this. So it goes down here, and then from the diamond, it goes in a bit. I think. No, sorry, that's wrong. Let me try that again. No, this diamond is more like this. I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you have any YouTubers you watch or follow? Not right now, honestly. I used to watch a bunch of them, all kinds of people, mostly art tutorial people. I know there's that one YouTuber who's also a VTuber and she does really pretty art. I don't remember her name. I think there's one called Marikyun. It's very stylized, but she does some really cool stuff. She's really good at art. There's Hanakyu as well, I think. Both very cool. They're very good at what they do. And they make tutorials sometimes, so God, this is too high up, isn't it? Maybe. Oh God. I don't know what I'm doing. Why do I always think this is a good idea? And then I just have many regrets. So this kind of goes out and down. And then you have a hand here. That makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That looks like an arm. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I'll just have a bit of a flip. I'm still not sure about the size of this. But let's see. I think maybe one of the problems here is just this. It's a little bit too outwards. And maybe to increase the size of this part of the wrist. I think that could work. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've got a base structure going on. So now what we want to do is start refining that sketch and adding clothes because, oh my God, I am not drawing her naked. That would be very bad. Okay, So I'm going to go with a bright red colour to make it stand out from the black. So it's very obvious for me what the new layer is. And I've also, first things I'm going to do actually is the head. Now I'm going to zoom in on my reference. I'm also going to get rid of the pose from the screen. Pardon me, because it's not relevant anymore, and it is covering up some of what I'm doing. So we're going to hide that like that. There we go. And then I shall move on. So where is it? It's Clip Studio Paint. So if we drag it across, that's our face from a front view. It needs to be like something in between this one and this one. So that's going to be an interesting challenge. I am going to draw her with wings, I think. They're kind of going to be here somewhere. Obviously not like that, it looks like a fairy. She's got more angel wings. It'll be fine. So... Alright, this is the banana thing. She's got the banana and starling, and she posts lots of stuff about this banana on her polls. But if you don't know what that means, then you're probably quite confused. But it's a thing. It's a reference to her as a character. That's why I put it as my thumbnail. That. What do you mean by that? That's a weird banana. Yeah. She just posts a picture of a banana in her polls. It's great. I recommend looking her up. You'll probably, if you like VTubers, you should watch her. Basically, is my recommendation. She's British as well. She's very relaxing, very nice. Do you follow Subaru? I don't think I know who that is. I mean, I know Subaru from ReZero, and that's probably not. The VTuber speaks like a duck. I don't think I've heard of this person. Well, you should if you send me a link or something, maybe you can. I don't know. Can you send? I don't suppose you can send links in the YouTube chat. I'll just remember to look it up, it's fine. Right, so the eyes. How are we going to draw these eyes? So her eyes are something like this. It's a very standard looking eye. Oh my god, that is in the wrong place. Think about this. Okay, this is the middle of the face. So we draw it like this. And we go round and down. And you look at the front as well. Yeah, okay, it's quite simple. Just goes down and round and up. Like that. That is the wrong angle, festival. Will you send her channel on Discord? Not really. Don't worry about it. I'll just check her out if I feel like it. I mean, I do like seeing different, unique VTubers for sure. And then we will shrink the pen a little bit. And I'm going to try and transform this freely, because it will help me get it correctly positioned on the face in perspective. So maybe somewhere like this. I do struggle a lot with eyes. That is what I will say. I'm not sure. She doesn't make herself like a duck, but her natural tone is like a duck, basically. Oh, okay, that's unusual. I think this is probably about right. I don't know. I'll just draw the upper eye and we can adjust as we go along. And the other eye is somewhere up here. Obviously, you can't see a two-thirds view of the character right now because she doesn't have one. But I'm going to try my best. So something like this, I guess. And we go down. And similar thing with the eyes. God, that looks so wrong. Oh dear. I mean, it could be worse. It definitely could be worse. I need to decide what the middle of this face is. I'm pretty sure it's here. Like, that line is wrong. So if we were to have this is like my second line art layer. It's the more refined one, but it's not the final one. So her face, see, her nose is quite pointy actually by the looks of things. How does she draw it? It's kind of a dot. So I think we might go for just very basic nose and like that. And then we're gonna have a go at the anime head types thing. So we know that you'd have a cheekbone here and it would kind of go down and pointy. That looks atrocious. Let's try that again. Oh my god. Anime style nose, this is just dot. Yeah, it usually is. I mean, I'm not going to try and draw it completely in the same style. It's kind of half the thing with fan art is you draw one of your favourite characters or people, whatever, in your own way to the best of your ability. We'll see what happens. Feel like I need to look up some free third view picture of a character. Because I am getting confused. I mean, look at that. That's horrendous. Oh dear. Let me look at like 2/3 view anime face. So what do they look? They look like that. I mean, I know how they look in my mind. I just can't do it. Anime characters' real nose proportions would have been the most cursed things ever. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. I mean, some of them do have more pronounced noses, especially let's say Seven Deadly Sins. They have very pronounced noses in that show. It just depends. So I'm not happy with this. Don't know, we're gonna have something more, a bit more curved. She doesn't have a very pointy face, it's a very round face. And I want to try and show that. It's more like this. And then it just kind of goes up and all the way to the side. How long is her face? It's really not very long either, is it? Just rub out this section. Maybe? Oh god, I'm gonna be here hours, I can already tell, this is so hard. Go-to characters usually have detailed face proportions. Oh, nose proportions, I mean. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, it clearly works sometimes then, it just depends on the art style. I mean, I guess they do, don't they? I'm thinking about them, I don't know. I mean, I've watched a little tiny bit of JoJo, I didn't really like it. Yeah. Okay, so this goes up, round, just rub out that section. Does that look anything like, you know what, that looks a lot more like a face than what it was. Oh my god. I don't know what it looks like when you flip it though. That could be someone's face. I will take that. Yeah, that actually looks about right. I mean, there's something wrong with the length of the eyes, for sure. Maybe just make it a little bit bigger on this side. Like this? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I just made it worse. Well, now I don't like how much this sticks in. It shouldn't be like that. It should be more flat. And then this is where it sticks out on the side. Something like that. Okay, that looks wrong. I liked it how it was before. Oh dear. I just extend this line down slightly. Maybe rub off a little bit of the edge and rub out the rest. Does that look okay? God, drawing is so hard. I don't know why I force myself to do this. It's like weird torture when you look at it and you think, what am I doing? I mean, it's okay drawing on my own, and then I'm drawing in front of people, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I'm just embarrassing myself because I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is fine. That looks good enough. I still don't like how tilted that is. What the hell? Is it meant to be like that? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I get the frame references. So they tend to just kind of draw a line down somewhere like here. It's just very squished of an eye. Sure, that works. So, no, I'm going to try and draw some of the hair, possibly. Or maybe I'll actually fill in the eyes a bit more. I think that would work better. It would help me see if they look right, if I have a bit more detail. So, I just draw round a bit. And the big circle in the middle. That's roughly right. A little flick for the eyelashes. And she's got a couple of eyelashes actually. Okay. So obviously this line here is wrong. I should get rid of that. I think. Oh no, I think that was the correct line. Oh god. Let's just fix that. Something like that. Probably. Looks horrifying. It does. It looks horrifying. Okay, let's not do that. It's too big. No. I don't like it. Oh, god. It's horrible. I just noticed she has a really wide face and I haven't been doing that, so let's move that across. Oh god. Is it too big? No, she has really big eyes. I don't know what I've done wrong. It's kind of like this, isn't it? It goes round and it's all dark. That's what she looks like. Did you draw any objects in real life as well? I have some, like in secondary school I did some of that. Not really something I do very much anymore. I don't have many interesting things in real life to draw. I mean, I look up images online sometimes and try to draw them to not much success. That's about it. Okay. Maybe I should try that. I don't know. It's worth looking into. So we'll go round and down on this side. And you have more of the eyelashes things. Little flick. Around. Curved and in and stuff like that. Yeah. Possibly like that. Oh my god, it's ugly. Why does it look so bad? Well, I think drawing a banana is pretty interesting. Oh, maybe. It looks so scary. What have I done? Oh my god. um, help. Maybe it's more like that. It's just more, it's more angled. Oh, I don't know. Is this even recoverable? Is this just a lost cause? Should I just try drawing the eyes again? Ah, that looks so scary. I don't like it. They're too... If I cover it up with one hand of myself, does that eye even look right? I don't know. Oh my god. Let's... This one needs fixing. I don't like that eye. But I think we're making a little bit of progress. I think part of the problem is this is too squashed. It doesn't make sense for the length of the... No, it does make sense. Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. Me drawing stuff is just me trying over and over until it looks right when I don't actually know what I'm doing at all. I don't know. It's like all the references I find are less tilted to the right. I'm struggling to find one that isn't. And what does the face look like from this angle, you know? I don't know. I really don't know. Hmm. Whoa! I've done that wrong. What about... So it's sideways on. You'd have it kind of tilted and a little bit to the corner thing. And it should be fine. Like that. I think. And then the eye would be further in. And it would be like this. Oh my god. And you'd have your middle section, of course. But it would be mostly... That looks a little bit better, actually, I think. I still don't like it, but we'll see what we can do. uh, my god. What am I doing? I really don't know at this point. I'll have a quick sip of my drink. Oh, there we go. That's what I'll do right now. Hmm. Okay. How can we change this? I don't know. Oh my god. Right, one problem is this head is way too big. Like, what the hell have I done? It should be more like up to here. This is the top of the actual head. Not whatever I've done before. So, big whoops for the underlying line art. Oh dear. Um, hmm. So let's have a look at this picture, and we're going to zoom out a bit so I can see the hair from a little bit of a better angle. So it looks like that. This isn't helping. Oh, I should probably draw the ear. It's not helping that I haven't done that. Her ears are covered up. Never mind. I think actually having the underneath layer does help me out a bit. Maybe this is too much. I think I went a little bit extreme just then. But also... God. Drawing is hard. It's so hard. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe the angle of the face is just wrong. And the whole thing just needs to be stretched out. If I were to just select it all and then transform. Something like this. I don't know what that would look like. I'll have a look at it. Without this layer on. So I guess that's more like a face. I think if anything, the eyes might be a little bit too close together. I don't know. What about I just kind of make this bigger? And then we can make the eye more large. If we rub out the underneath. Okay, that looks silly. I won't do that. That's not the answer. It would probably help if I drew the mouth, you know. Let's do that. So she usually has her mouth open, so we're kind of just draw something like that. That looks really bad. But I'm gonna try and fix it. Somehow. Oh my god, what am I doing? No, not like that. Not like that. It looks horrifying. What have I done? Oh my god. What have I done? No. Oh my god. That looks so scary. Oh my god, I can't use that. I just draw a regular mouth. Something like this. No, not like that. What the hell? Why did I have to do this? I wouldn't want to interfere, but from what you experienced starting in the drawings, a stick model with circles and squares for the waist and body helps a lot. Yeah. Well, I've done the body. The body looks fine. It's just this face. I cannot draw faces. I hate that eye. I'm rubbing it out. I hate it so much. I really hate all of this. I think I'm going to delete this layer. And we're going to start again with the face. Everything went wrong. Everything. This head looks too realistic. I think that's part of the problem. Let me try again. Anime heads are tilted diagonal. What about that? This might work? Maybe? Oh, that's a helpful picture. So you still would have the eye. Okay. So I'm going to try and start by drawing the nose, which would be quite prominent. And then an eye around here somewhere, which would be just round like this. And down. But not too much, because this is the corner of the face. And we'll also have, I just need to check what this line's doing because it's not correct. It should be like that. I don't want it to be really prominent though, so I'm just going to rub that out. Anyway, back to it. No, first start with really basic shapes and arcs and focus on the, oh my god, it's covered up. The poses. No, I can't read it. What the hell? Focus on the pose. Focus on the proportions later. I mean, that's an option, but I've already got the pose. Like, I've got that bit already sorted. But thank you. And it looks like this should just be. This should be more. I think. Maybe. That's too long. And then this should just kind of come out from the bottom of the eye. I mean, that. What am I doing there? That's wrong. But yes. It should come out and it should come down. And it should be here. And then this will go up around the side of the face. And we'll have the other eye around here somewhere as well. Which I'm going to check from the reference what she looks like again. Something like that, and it comes round and down and around here, and she has a very big blocky section of her eye, something like that. Whoa, let's get rid of that top section and we'll try and draw it. Oh god. It is too big. I have just realised this eye is way too big still. It's something like that. Let's just shrink that down. So it should be about that small. Somewhere a little bit bigger. Not too far from the nose. Also not too close. Maybe somewhere around there. And then if we take off the bottom layer. I hate it. Oh my god. Ah! Why is this so confusing? Let me have another look. It's something to do with how I'm drawing the angles here, I think. It's like this? Perhaps? No, I've just made it worse. Maybe it's this angle? Obviously I've gone too far with the top section. Maybe like that. Oh god. I have regrets. Regrets of drawing this pose. But we're learning. We are learning. And then we're gonna go up. A little bit out actually. And round for the anime head. Somewhat like this. And of course this eye does need colouring. It will just help it look like it's part of her. Something like that. And yeah, that's definitely progress. Does it look perfect? Absolutely not. It's better than nothing, which is what I had before. I don't think this nose is pointy enough. Or like that. And then you'd have... oh god, that's a frown. Just a little smile somewhere around here, perhaps. Think about the line that goes down the middle. Usually, actually, that this would be the line. My reference picture is telling me it should be a little bit higher than this. I'll try that. I don't know. Does that look better? I don't know about that. It looks like it's missing half the chin, doesn't it? Maybe the answer is somewhere in the middle. Like if I just select this, move it up. Somewhere around here? Probably. Okay. I don't like it. Okay, it's fine. Maybe I should make it less pointy. Or just more generally rounded. That's too rounded. Something like this. It shouldn't be too curved either. God, that looks so wrong. I think it's a problem with the nose. It's in the wrong place. It should be more like that. Oh my god, it's actually starting to look better now. Like that. That works as a face. I'm happy with that. And then you'd have a mouth somewhere around there probably. That bit I'm not 100% sure on. But it's better than what I had. I think the eyes should be rotated a bit more clockwise, you say. Okay. Which one? This one? I could try it. Maybe this one probably does actually. Both. Alright. Just a little bit perhaps. And this one. A little bit. I don't like that with this one. I think what I really need is just to make this a bit more outwards. No, I don't. That looks stupid. I don't know. It looks wrong. It looks like it needs to be rotated anti-clockwise. Maybe shrunk. It's like this angle here should be more like that. I think. Vector. That's definitely the line direction it's going in. If I can just make it more like this. A bit more tilted in. And it looks... just trying to make it look 3D in my mind by flipping it all the time. I don't like... oh god. I don't like this. These eyelashes. I'm just gonna get rid of them for now. This needs to be thicker. I think there's a problem with this eye. If I just like trim the top down. I think you should drag. You think you should drag the right eye down a bit more downwards. The eye that's smaller, maybe. I mean, okay, this head is still way too big. What the hell? Or it's like this is the front section of the head, but that's the back of the head. It makes sense. Okay. I can try it. But it can't be much, because it has to make sense with the angle. Maybe like that. No. That doesn't look right either. Just more trimmed down. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Now it looks silly. It's because of this. I don't know, something like that. God, this is hard. This is why people pay a lot of money to get good drawings done. And not me. They don't know what I'm doing. And I forgot how hard drawing was. I need to do more drawing, I think. I think I need to focus a lot on the face still. I thought that I was decent enough at the face, but I'm not. It looks so weird. I don't like it. God, I really don't like it. Let's just try and add some eyelashes again. I add these in hopes that it fixes my picture somehow. Even though it absolutely won't. Yeah, that looks weird. Do the same thing on the other side. And one here. Yeah, looks really strange. I think you should concentrate on further details. Maybe. I want to get the face to look right first. You shouldn't concentrate on further detail. Yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, I understand what you mean now. You mean I shouldn't go even more detailed. You're right, I'm gonna rub these out. Maybe I should just get rid of the inside as well. And really focus on making this look correct. It doesn't right now. Not at all. Do you think this looks okay from this? But it's not right. Not right at all. I am struggling! Yay! What about we make it more tilted? Let's do that. Even more tilted. So it's kind of very thin. This section sticks out a bit on that side, that's actually quite important. This here doesn't look right. I'm changing that. And here as well. God no, that looks weird. What you've seen on the reference pic, the eyes are located a bit more upwards. Oh! That is true. They are. Smart. I will try that. So, selection pen. It might actually just be the placement of the nose. I think it's the placement of the nose because that affects how the eyes look. If I just, sorry, if I move this down, it makes the eyes look like further up the face. Because her eyes really aren't very high up her face. Her eyes are more wide than that. I don't know. This could be right. Try drawing from this side for now. So maybe more like this. But getting the eyes right is the hardest and most important part of most portraits, because you spend so much time looking at people's eyes, you notice if these are wrong. It is so obvious when eyes are wrong. The face is so important to get right, and I can get away with a lot when it comes to the body arm, not body anatomy, I mean, don't know why I said arm. But you can't get away with it on other things. The annoying part is part of her. This is too big. Part of the eye is covered up by her hair, so I can't tell what it's supposed to be doing. So, the little bit of guesswork, which is okay. It's workable. It's annoying. No, it's not like that, is it? It's... She definitely has it leaning in a bit. Like that. But not too much. But she needs to also keep it curving. Like this. God, that looks strange. Like that, maybe? Does that look like a reasonable eye? No. I hate it. God, okay, I've got this, I think. What am I doing? I really don't know. This looks weird. I can't draw. I don't know why I try so hard. Actually, that's a good idea. What do I look like when I tilt my face slightly? Like, this is the face angle. You don't know if this will work, but maybe making the nose less curvy might make it better. Yeah, maybe. So if I just try and get my own face, if I look at myself like this, about the right angle. Kind of hard. Actually, if I put it on my other screen, I'll be able to look at myself on OBS. And, oh, now my head is tilted, weirdly. It does tilt my head when I try and do this, but that's what it looks like. So if I just keep my head like this and I look at my other screen, this might be the solution. I have a proper reference now of what this is meant to do. She has very similar eyes to me. But mine, oh my god. Yeah, so I think I'm seeing the problems now. If we tilt it around. And then it's like the nose is here, but you don't have the actual nose. It's like this, almost. And then the nose is covering up some of this eye. I don't know what I'm doing. And this eye just becomes very, very distorted in a way. It goes down. There's no pointy bit on the eye. That's something I got wrong, I think. Because I do have pointy bits in my eyes, but as you can see, you can barely tell that there's meant to be one there because of the angle. And that might help. Is she going to now have my eyes? Maybe. but it's helping me, so it's fine. I can also see what my face looks like, which is helpful. So it's kind of tilted inwards like this, isn't it? And then it goes, you got the upwards angle still. Maybe like this. A little bit of a curve down here, perhaps. But yeah, we're making progress. I think this is helping. And then it goes up and round. And of course, we've got my iris, which is going to be different to hers. I understand that. But this is helping me a little bit. Okay, it's not going to be diagonal because my face is tilted. It should be more flat. So if I just have it like this. Maybe move this nose. Well, no, the nose isn't moved. It is still there, actually. It's just more... It's more tilted. And then the other eye... I'm gonna rub out and just try again with the other eye. It's more like... I think you just heard a motorbike. I'm gonna put on this for a little bit of an idea. It's just more like... this. And then you have this angle and it curves around. And you have a big section here. No, that looks wrong. I shouldn't have done it with the other layer underneath. That makes it harder. I could try extending a line across the face with an idea of where this would go. And across the top as well. Perhaps something more like... How do I do this? I can't look at myself properly. Because my head tilts. I'm trying to just turn my head and every time it decides to tilt it. It's an impossible thing. Very difficult. Why don't I just tilt the camera on the model? Then it looks more like me. Ah, this is helping me, surprisingly. I think the eyes need to be taller. Not too tall. Okay, that's too tall. Let's shrink that down slightly. More like this. And then you have a little bit of an angle. So I wasn't wrong. Curve it down. Go across. Okay, that's too little of an angle. That's more like it. And you have a similar thing on this side, but it goes down a bit and it goes like this. And it goes slightly up and up here and down. Okay, and then we get in this side's eye. Okay, this side now looks smaller. Ah. Okay, we've gone too far down now. I swear I can end up spending hours on the stupid face. Just trying to make it look right. It's such a pain. Okay. This tells me I need more practice. And I am nowhere near as good at art as I thought I was. Which is okay. Not great for streaming though, because obviously you guys are watching me do the same thing for hours on end. The patience to stick with that is amazing though, I will say. Still needs to be a bit more curved. Like this. Okay, now that eye looks too small. The hell? How have I... Like it needs to be stretched across. like that, perhaps. And then we just connect it up, pretend this has never happened. Press this button, and it still looks really, really weird. That is progress. So also I could extend the top of this upwards, perhaps a little, and connect up the lines. And it looks a little bit better now. So obviously this looks super tilted right now. So I am just gonna change the angles of some of these lines. Like this. And yeah, that's definitely progress. So then need to just fix up the other side because it currently looks very thick. It shouldn't be this thick. Also, I need to draw in where the iris goes, which is like that. Now, does this look perfect? Absolutely not. But it looks a whole lot more like an actual face than it did before if we look at it like this. That looks a lot better, actually. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, actually, again, is just check that it looks okay if I were to put in the irises. They are a big deal and it really helps me tell if this is correct. You put one there and one here. And then we just kind of... Okay, that works! That looks like a face. I'm happy with that for now. That's a lot better than it was. So I think we will now go on to the hair. Finally. And I'm going to do the hair in a blue colour so I don't get it confused on a different layer. And we'll make a start. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So she has a big chunky piece down the middle. I'm not going to do super detailed hair right now. It's more about getting the big shapes in first. If you get the big shape placement wrong, then it looks silly. She's got curved sections going up and down here. And curve that in. Then you got here. This goes all the way down to her eye, and I need to think about that. Which suggests to me that this isn't far enough across. It should be more like this. And up here. And in. And this is actually where the corner of this face is. It curves around again at the bottom. And it goes a big curve here actually. Now, well, this is like, that's still too high. I think it needs to be more like that. So I am gonna change that with the red. Should be a bit more angled in the face. Perhaps. Oh, that does look a little bit odd. I think it just needs more to be more curved. I don't know. Looks a bit long. And that looks too not long enough. It's somewhere in the middle of here and here. Maybe like that. That could work. Yeah, okay. I can make it work from this. Just gonna check what it looks like flipped. It looks okay. It's starting to come together more now. And that's better than nothing. I am gonna move this correctly to the body proportions, which do need to be a little bit altered probably. But yes, it is fine. She does kind of look like a boy right now because I haven't added the very feminine anime features you often find. That's fine. If you look at it from a side view, you can see that, yeah, this shouldn't be so far down. Maybe more like that. If we tilt it downwards. Oh god, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's undo those. Perfect. So on this layer, rather, pull it down. Whoa, my mouse just glitched. I don't think you could have noticed, but it felt weird for me when I was drawing. So this section is definitely improved now. And that's good, that's good. I'm actually going to save this because it might crash and then we'll lose all my progress. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my drink. Yay! Well, I just did something I did not mean to do on my screen. No! Not that one. That one. Put that one here. Sorry, I had some tabs open and I accidentally closed them. No! No! Okay, we're almost there. Yay! Okay. So, the next step is to continue with the hair. Okay. So, I still don't think this is correct. I don't like how I've done this. Her hair needs to be more... It needs to be further down. It covers a bit more of her face than I've drawn. Like this. And it kind of goes up and around, and she has a hairband, which I mustn't forget to draw in. Which is kind of just... somewhere around there. It's something like this. And then the hairband goes around the top of her crown of the head. And across we go. We're making progress. Yay! So I'm just gonna check what that looks like. That looks okay. That actually looks okay. So she had a big bow, but I'm not gonna draw that right now. Just gonna focus on her hair. Now I've just noticed something about this eye and this whole placement here that I don't like. I think it needs to be moved up a bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna shift Control T and we're just gonna kind of, oh yeah, move it up somehow to make it really wide. That's what I did. It was originally something like that. Cancel that. Shift Control T. Yeah, you can see it looks a little bit too tilted. So maybe just twist a little. Just a little. And then we'll just have a quick look on the other side. That looks a little bit better. I think it was a little bit too tilted when it was back here. It's just a little bit more. Okay. What's that look like with hair on it? Well, now the hair doesn't fit, of course. And there are problems with the shape of the head, which I'm going to fix later on. But progress is progress. Honestly, at the rate this is going, I might have to make this into a two-part thing. This might be part one where I do the sketch and the line art or something. Then I might have to leave colouring to a part two. Because it is taking me forever. And I don't have the skills to draw quickly at the moment. But I hope that's fine with everyone. I assume it is. I don't think anyone really minds. I've just noticed I was drawing on the wrong layer again, which is not fun. Still looks wrong. It's like it's too low. I don't know. It's not the shape of the face. It's just this. I just move it up a bit. And maybe just Make that a little bit bigger. And then we'll take this, connect it up. That looks nicer. I think so, at least. Okay, no, don't do that. And then maybe, obviously, you need it to come around the top correctly. Like that. Yeah, that kind of works. And then we'll have the hair back and continue onwards. Okay, I can't get over how dead inside she looks. I need to add some of the other details to these eyes. It looks silly otherwise. Just okay, I need to actually think about this properly, otherwise it'll look really weird. So this is her top of her eye. That's too much. I've gone too far there. But this is the top of her eye. And it needs to be trimmed. And then we need to add an eyelash. But this line is too thick. It doesn't make sense. That's better. And then we'll have this. And just a couple of ones coming off. Yeah, it helps. It definitely helps. I do think this hair doesn't fit her face though, so I am gonna have to fix that. Like that. And then we will go on sub view again. And just draw around it. Because this is the side of the face, so you won't have much of this showing because it should be tilted round in a way, but some of it will be there, I think. It's fine. Okay, I don't like this, but we're gonna keep going. Damn, it's the next day and you're still streaming. Yep, because I've made barely any progress there, and I hate everything I've done. We've got this. We don't got this. I don't think drawing streams are a good idea for me, honestly. I'm not good enough at drawing. I think I should put more focus on just getting better in my own time and not having so much pressure to make it look so good. This is some slow progress. I know, because I kept having to fix the eyes because they looked wrong. Progress D's. Okay. Huh. Yes, Zara finished it. Good job. When we've got a little bit of parting here, I'm gonna try and draw around where this hair would be. It's like some of this is part of this section. If we look at it from the side view, like this is too rounded. I think that is part of the problem. Perhaps if it's more downwards and then down here we have a long one, and is that it? What does it look like on the original? She's got more details. So she has plaits, which is something I'm gonna have to deal with. Not right now though. God no, not right now. So yeah. Everything is not going fine. Everything sucks. Everything looks strange. Everything is great. Pardon me? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do the same with the other side. This covers too much of her face and it looks silly. It should be more like this, I think. And then we'd have the buns up the top, of course. Somewhere like this, and up and round. Just here. And on the other side as well. As I said before, you shouldn't get too detailed, just focus on the correct shape, you add the details yet later. I know, but it's part of how her silhouette looks. It's just me trying to understand what on earth I'm looking at. That looks like her hair a lot more. I'm going to rub out the underneath because it looks silly. And this will help me understand if it looks correct. So if you rub this out, just here. She has no eyebrows. Let's add some eyebrows. Okay, that eyebrow isn't in the right place. Maybe we'll like that. I still don't like the shape of her face. Like this. It looks fine when I cover up the side section here, but it doesn't look fine otherwise. So if I cover it up and I draw it out, and then obviously she has a neck. Is it smaller? Is that the answer? Is the angle wrong? I don't know. It's a mystery. It looks too square. That's my problem. If I just make it tilted, or maybe. That's too tilted, isn't it? Whoa. Shift Control T, and then we just tilt slightly. Move it into place. Maybe even stretch. What does my face look like again when I tilt myself? Oh, my hair covers it up. God damn it. Kinda guess. Or maybe the answer is just don't tilt it much at all. Yeah, it does look a lot better, I will say, than it did. You know, drawing for me is just lots of going over and over and over until it looks decent-ish. Because I'm not very good at drawing and I fake it till I make it. I think this is still incorrect and should be moved inwards a bit. And I think that's the problem. Obviously she has an ear, so I'm just going to draw that somewhere around here. And that's where the ear would be. It's better. It still looks weird, but it's better. I think this needs to be moved. The whole head is too small, and if I make it bigger, it will look a little bit better. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I'll cancel that. Shift Control T. Move it up a little. Just make it a bit taller. I think it helps. Like if I for one moment, if I just make this the same colour, it will help me see it more as a connected drawing. I'm gonna change it once I've done it. But like, it looks better. Definitely looks better. It looks freaky that she doesn't have a neck. I think that's part of the problem right now. Better change that one. So let's have a look at what we've drawn. So this whole head actually needs to be moved. So I will do that for now. Oh, I can't see the underneath. And we'll shuffle you across to about here. And then press enter, Control D. And I'm just going to copy my line art basically. Not my line art, my other sketch. And everything will be good. Hopefully. Everything's fine. No, it's not. Stop lying to yourself. So already 10 times better. What the hell? It actually looks okay. That actually looks okay. Yay! It's progress. I love progress. I can see that as her. That looks okay. I'm so happy that it just looks like a person. I'm way more happy than I should be. I'm gonna go on this layer again. I'm gonna save that. Okay, I'm gonna quick sip my drink. Everything's fine. You know what? This is me documenting my drawing progress, just like how I used to make those YouTube shorts. I might suck, but I get there slowly. It takes me a while, but I can do it. Eventually. Maybe like this. Don't know. For the sake of better adjustments, maybe turn both of the eyes to the right side. I could do. Don't know if that will work, if that'll look better. We'll try it. Yeah, I'm rotating them. Like that? Oh, that might have actually been the main problem with the face. Thank you. That does look better. It does. Oh, yay. It looks a little bit disconnected because there's no hair here, but that fixes that. Nice. That makes me happy. This ear looks strange to be seen. So the next thing I would add is I'm going to start working on the clothes really, because that's part of what's on top of the body. So open the body up, helps me out. So she has a collar, which I should be able to be okay at drawing. This is the back of the collar, by the way. So if we look at what she looks like from the back, it's covered by her hair usually. Okay, we'll start with the hair instead then. So I'm going to have this braid kind of... Oh, I could have this one coming down here. That would look cool. Let's do that. So this one here is going to come round. Just gonna draw a bit of that. Okay, no, don't draw on top because I'm gonna rub out that blue in a second, as it shouldn't be on top of the red. I'll do it now. Like that. And that comes down. And then around here somewhere, I will have the rest of it. Around about, how long is her hair? She has really long hair. Wow. Around and down. All the way. Till we get to the end of her hair. Which is not here, actually. It's a lot further than this, I've realised. I've made her too tall. I think that's part of the problem. And we will add this. Yeah, she's too tall. What the hell? Let's edit that. Going to... For the sake of preventing future problems, I think you should make the whole body thinner. Yeah, I think so as well. I'm gonna completely adjust this thing. It's... Especially the stomach part. Yeah, I think so. The whole body should be thinner by the... Yes, definitely. And then... I think she's too tall. Start is. It should be about there. That's better. And then I'm going to select the stomach part, as you said. And I agree, it does look wrong. And we're going to just try and adjust that. It's like... Let me check my reference. I don't know what I've done. Get it up again on the screen. So... like I didn't make the chest big enough or something. Like this is meant to be way... Actually, I'm gonna cancel this. Deselect that. Just select the stomach. And we're just gonna tilt it. Not that much. Yeah, that is too much. Maybe more like this. About here. It's a better about this right now. And let me about this. And then I can just select this whole section here. No, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to use the liquefy tool. That is the best solution here, I think. No, it's not. That's a stupid idea. I think you also did the legs a bit thin. From what I had observed, they look a bit thicker. Yeah, she does have quite thick legs, actually. I don't know. I'll think about it. And this kind of comes down and out. Maybe like this. And then I look at that. It's gonna take off the anime bits of it because it makes it look strange. That looks better, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Pardon me. Do you think her hair still looks way too long? But it also isn't too long. It's like the torso is too long. Proportionately. I think that's the problem. Yeah, it's still, this whole body is way too long. And I thought I was doing so well. It's like that. Maybe just move it up. Maybe like that? Or something. But then obviously I've got to adjust the proportions of the back because that now goes in too much. Here it's more like this. But that's not enough. Okay, I changed my mind on this. It does need to go in quite a lot for it to work. That looks better, I think. And maybe shrink this a little. No, that's too much. It's like the very outer layer that shouldn't be there. That could work. That looks more accurate. And now she looks too wide again. Why is this so hard? Proportions are so hard. Artists are amazing. I like the fact that some people can just do this without having all my problems is amazing. And I'm there just struggling away. I think one of the problems with this braid is it's too thin. So if I select the whole thing, so, Control T perhaps, let's make it bigger. It's on the whole bigger. Yeah, that's about it actually. That's all. Control D. Ah, looks better. Okay. So the next thing to do, perhaps, might be the other braid, which kind of just would come down from the top. in a similar fashion. Look at the back for reference how this works. So, I mean, yeah, it just kind of comes down, and we have big little hoopy things. This is going to go behind the hand, and it gets smaller towards the end, but it goes a long way down. And then we have a similar one. It's going to be a little bit higher because this one's behind, further back, if it makes sense in that way. And then if we go to this, that's what it looks like right now, which is really, really, really long. I like. It's still because I've made her too tall. Like, what is wrong? I swear, the body proportions I looked at were just strange. Maybe it's because I've made her head too a bit small. If I just shrink this. Not like that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Control T. No, cancel. And shrink. Maybe that's the solution at this point. It's more like this. Just have a fairly big head. That's not out of the question to be the answer. Damn, she's looking thick. No, she's not. That's just the underlying thing. Oh god. I don't like it. I still don't like her face. There is something fundamentally wrong with her face. I don't know how to fix it. I keep trying. It's something wrong with the chin area. It doesn't look right. I don't think. Hmm. Hmm. It's fine. So let's go on the red and just have a go with the body. So as I said before, she has a collar, but the back, you can actually see her shoulder blades is an interesting part of this character. So it would kind of go around the back here. She does need a back though, I can't make it nothing. But after a certain point, either her dress or her big kind of cloak cape thing appears, which I'm probably going to draw in. I think I will. Yeah. So if we look at that from a side view like this one, that would help. Yeah, this one's probably the best option. So I'm going to flip this image. That helps me out. So this is kind of where the top is going to be of her cloak, right here. And this would go down her arm to the front and down a long way down her thigh. Not super far, but it needs to be longer than this. And then down and round. And up again. That's not far enough out. Depends how big I make the skirt, I guess. And then here as well, similar thing. It's not as wide as the one in the picture, because this is a different angle. She's not completely turned to the side here, she's a little bit diagonal. That works. Okay. Can we add, sorry, I could do a little pocket here, that works. But then also at the top, she's got a rim to this thing, which I still think should be a little bit higher actually. And not rim, it's like a foldy outy bit. Let's call it a foldy outy bit. And it looks like that. Yes, that's perfect. And that just sits on her really. It's not really connected very well. It's just the way it is. I guess it's around the front. She's got the buckling. Yeah. This would go further around her actually, I'm realising. So I think what we need to do is kind of have it follow the shape of her body for a bit around here, but a little bit bigger. Because this is the front of her. If we have the shape abruptly change there, that makes sense. I think so, at least. Yeah. Okay. And what does it look like? That face still looks wrong. What the hell? Is it just something like it needs to be even more like that? Or a bit more like that? No, it's not long enough. I will get there. That also looks wrong. This woman's face is very difficult for me to draw. It's a real struggle. That might be it actually for the chin. Okay, now that looks wrong. It's just very subtle. A little bit thin. Oh, that was it. That is it. I think that works. Maybe make the neck a bit thinner. Not too much, just a little bit. Like that. And look at this. And maybe make this thinner as well. Well, that's the feather brush. Don't want that right now. That's progress. Definitely progress. Okay. There's still something wrong with that face. But every time I work on it, it does look better. That is one thing. So I'm going to check on the underneath layer to help me out here. So underneath all of this, she has a skirt, which looks like this underneath the other one. So I'm going to try that now. I'm going to flip my screen again and go back on it. So, somewhere around here, there will be a skirt coming out like this. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Around about here. Now this is the back of the skirt, so it should be fairly long actually around here. I'd say even make this a little bit further down before the tilt starts. And then I'm going to rub out the rest of this. Like so. Lovely. Okay. So then just gonna add a little bit of a trim kind of thing. Just for my own sake. Or I will try and do it a couple of times and I get annoyed. And then we'll have some lines where the ruffles are in the skirt. Just need to make sure this is clear that it continues. And I'm going to turn off this. I just dragged up the timeline, sorry. How do I... Let me check actually. View... No, window, and I can get rid of... timeline, there we go. Okay. So, that's what it looks like right now. Looks kind of funky, honestly. Maybe her head is too big now. Or maybe it's not far enough back on the neck. That might be the problem. I just do this and then Control T. Sweep it back. Oh, no, I've got to select all my layers. Control T. Like this. And then press OK. Control D. And I'm just going to connect the neck up again. Which is fine. And yeah, that works. I think that makes more sense. She does look a little bit freaky without arms and legs. It's fine. I'm going to pretend it's fine so that I'm fine. And then we draw the arm, which shouldn't be too complicated. I'm really happy with this arm. This arm came out fantastic in the sketch. I'm going to copy it out and rub out the stuff in the middle down here. Which is the detailed part of this trim, but that's just the way it is. And now... God, that head is terrifying. But if we look at it as a body, that looks fine. The head just looks wrong. How do I fix you? Okay, just gonna continue drawing the body. It's fine. So, this is not my final lineup, but I know I should add a bit more detail to this hand, which I have been putting off. I'll try my best. So obviously you got a triangle here, which represents the thumb. And some rectangles. And then we're just gonna have some more rectangles for all of the fingers. Just kind of downwards-ish. Something like that. I don't know. Wait, that's the little finger. Whoops. That one should be small. Let me just shrink that one. So then if I turn off the underneath, it kind of looks like a hand. It's good enough for this underneath layer. It's fine. It's fine enough for me at least. So I'm going to shrink that. I don't think this hand is big enough, you know? I think that is a problem. It doesn't look right. I'm gonna make the hand bigger. So let's... Ooh, that's a big pen. Shrink that down like crazy. And just try and select the hand. And make it bigger! Yay! Might have gone a bit crazy there. That's quite big. Let's undo that. Just a little bit bigger, perhaps. Thing is, the hand should kind of cover the face. Which it does. Like that would probably be okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Just thinking about it, yeah, that is a correct direction for the thumb and little finger on that hand. It would have looked scary otherwise. So, there is a little problem with it, because obviously these fingers here don't quite work. But it's fine. It's just a basic hand. The other hand is on the face, which I'm going to do now. It's like this, and it's got a curve for the palm, which is going round And this is a finger. And then this is kind of going down. So there's this one. This is the elbow. And it goes up. It's something like that. God, her face really does look terrifying. I don't know if it's just this eye. Is it just that eye? No, her face still looks terrifying. Huh. I don't know what to do about it. Like, it looks okay the way it is. There's still definitely some problems. I don't think this arm is... Maybe the whole thing... I think that arm is too long. Proportionately. If we look at her arms, they're kind of twisted, but if I look at this distance and I put it down, it would go somewhere in the upper spot. Actually, that makes sense. It's probably about right, actually. I think maybe it's too fat, though. So we can change that. It might just be the position of this part of the elbow. Rip that out. And do the same for the other side. Oh, this is strange. That looks better. Yeah. Yeah. That looks better. That is not the inside of her arm. That's terrifying. Don't ever do that again. To lately be outside of her arm, so more like that. Okay. I really don't like her head. If I rub out the head, does the body look okay? Oh. Let me rub out this bit. I mean... yeah, mostly. Definitely a lot better than with the head. Even the hair, maybe the hair's a problem. Does it look like this? Wait a minute, is the hair the problem? Or is this head still just way too far forwards? It might be. That's a really pretty anime head. Wait, what the hell? That actually looks lovely now. I don't think the head's the problem anymore. So it was the hair. It does need to be moved back still though. Maybe more like this. And this obviously needs to go a bit more further around now, but... there is a problem with this shoulder. And we'll say that. Shrink this brush. And I think part of the problem is where this arm is going up to here. It should be more thin, like that. And then this would come down. Sorry, that would come down there. This would be regular. That looks better. There are problems. But it looks like a real person now. I'm just gonna do the hair all over again later. I think that is better. I also think this eye needs to be moved across very slightly. So I will go do that now. Like that. Yeah, that's better. Lovely. We're getting there! Yay! Progress. That's actually made me feel a lot happier about this. It's actually decent now. It doesn't look terrible. Okay. Oh my god, it's so late! So, let's have a look at the underneath layer. So obviously we need to add something to... We need to do the chest areas. You can see, wow, those look like melons or something. That's very unrealistic looking. So I'm going to try and draw it in. So obviously I've got my underneath layer, which is completely wrong now, by the way. It doesn't make sense anymore, so I'm just going to have to kind of guess. But it's somewhere around here, and she'd just have a front of the dress type thing. I think. Welcome back. It looks a lot better now. Look. Ah! I'm glad you took care of your cat. Cats need lots of care and love. It actually looks okay. Like, what? I think I fixed it. This thumb is too long. Or it looks weird at least. But yeah. Oh no, I think the problem with this thumb is it's too high up on the hand. I just make it like this. That's better. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like, what the hell? One of the problems that was holding back was the hair. I mean, the hair's in the wrong place now, but the hair was just really badly proportioned for the head. So I've just got rid of it. I'm going to try and do it later or something. Okay, this boob looks wrong. I've said it now. So she will have... This is her neck. And she has, obviously, something going on there. Don't know if it should be thinner. Perhaps. And this would go real. This is very complicated. Or maybe the problem is it's not high enough. Like, it should be more up. That kind of works. Obviously this is not... I don't know why there's a line here, because this is all part of the... This is just her torso. Your cat seems to be interested in your VTuber Oshi, she says. Oh, thank you. She probably likes my beautiful hair. I know, it's amazing. Okay, how do I add this? It's not like that. Is it more... God, I can't do this. Let's flip the screen again. Okay. So, no, that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like this, aren't I? So let's pretend the shoulder is here. It would be that. So that is what it should be. It should be like that. And then like that. I think. That makes some sense. Yay! That looks okay-ish. It's good enough for me. Okay. So the next thing, of course, is to finish this arm. Which looks very wrong right now. I can just kind of make something up. Yay! Now the other shoulder is here, so I do need to keep that in mind. Maybe a little bit more tilted. Actually, sorry, this is an arm, so it should be more like this. And move out the middle there. That's better. That's a lot better, actually. I'm really happy with how this is going now. We are making progress! Yay! So I'm going to draw some lines down the middle and some little ruffles. More little ruffles. Beautiful. Okay. So the next thing on her would be... Oh, her bag is on this side of the body. So if I can try and draw that somehow, that'd be good. Maybe like this. Or something. From this angle. And we'd have the envelope. And the heart, which I will colour in. And this also should probably like hook around her somehow. I mean, it's a bag, so it should kind of go up. It's on the other shoulder, but this is where it sits on her, of course. And it's going to go between the chest. So it's too small. That's what I've just realised. This is way too small. So I will change that now. And Control T. And it's actually pretty big on the picture, so it's probably more like this. And do that. And I'm just gonna add in the strap again. Yay. Now it looks okay. I like that. Alright. So the next thing I'm gonna add, I don't know. What should I add next? I don't know. It's okay now. I think that actually does look like her. A lot more. Well, it looks like a person is what I mean to say. It looks realistic enough. It's not horrifying. So this is her legs. Let's try and add some legs. So I think I might go for making the legs maybe not all the way to the floor. Maybe just to where I've drawn them on the sketch. Honestly. And I'm just gonna make this bigger and yeah, this will go to the edge of the screen. But this is the knee. So you do need a little bit of a sock. That's about it. So if I undo that now. Yay, we have legs. That made them a bit thicker than that though. It's not very thick for a leg. That's better. Okay. So I'm going to select all of it. I'm going to delete this hair, it's ugly. We're going to select all of it. Just press Control T actually. I'm just going to make it big. And shrink it. Put the bottom of the legs down at the bottom of the screen. And make this as big as I can. It needs to be moved towards the middle. That's much better! Yay! I'm going to quick drink. It actually looks decent from if you think about where we were 2 hours ago. Oh my god, it looks so much better now. I do need to add some hair. But I've made progress. I'm gonna use the blue again because the hair is very complex. And we're gonna start with big shapes. I'm gonna try and make it work. So this is her hair. Okay, I've got so it comes down to about halfway between her eyes. Goes up. No, it doesn't go up the middle. Sorry, it goes up here. On the edge of this eyebrow. And kind of round. And down again. And then this one goes... When it gets up to the top, it is about halfway through this eye. So I will keep that in mind. And then this one kind of continues off a bit. And then we're starting to get into more sideways territory like this, which I will check out. So it's more of this, and then you've got another little one, and it goes outwards. And then we have the side section starting to come in, like so. And it goes up, and this is for the headband, which works a lot better. This is still too... It really does need that curve of the head, I will say. That's better. Just gonna get rid of the inner section to make it clear what's happening. Really big. Very big. That's better. That's definitely better. And she also has a long section of hair here. Oh, I've just noticed she actually has above this, she has a collar right here. So I will add that in. That's what she looks like, yeah, that's better. Okay, we'll go on to the dark blue again. Once I've done this hair, that will be where we finish for the day. This is taking me way too long. I can't do it anymore. I'll come back to it another day. So, continuing with it, go thin and thick again. And curve. And I'm just gonna fix that because that came out a bit weird. And what happened with the curve? I lost the curve. That's better. Yeah. Okay. So on the other side, we also have the rest of the hair, which is kind of, some of it goes down to here, goes up there, and we have some more coming down, but it doesn't go all the way down this time, and across. And then on this, you do have a little bit coming out to the front of it, but it really shouldn't be much because the hair should be less curved on this side. Really want to get that curve in properly. That's better. I think that's better. Okay, she has really bushy hair. Like, it just keeps going. I don't want to make it stick out too much, but that's kind of what her hair does. Damn. Just finish that hand. Let's continue with the hair. So once she's got to here, she has a headband, as we tried to draw before, obviously. I have done all of this bit before, I just had to delete it because it was wrong. And there is some hairs coming across here. And then she has... Sorry, this should not be the final section of her hair. This is just more like a... Sorry, no, this is meant to be the bit that goes into the hairband. What am I doing? That shouldn't be like that. And then this is also going into the headband. It's this section here. I'm gonna rub out this. Make it super clear that that is what's going on. Right. No, it needs to be bigger. More like this. Okay, now it's too big. God, it's hard. Okay. Something like that is the point. Now, it does come a little bit too much onto her face again. Well, don't do that. But it's progress, at least. I did accidentally end up on the wrong layer. It's fine, we'll do it on this one for now. And then she has a bun, which is kind of off screen at this point, but I don't care anymore. And another one here. I'm not going to do them properly. And then she has her big bushy section of hair that comes down, and we know what happens after this. It just does its thing. It's very thick, very bushy, makes a lovely plait. It's gonna come all the way down until we get nice and far into just the top of the legs. If I'm correct? Yeah, it's like almost down to the knees. Down, okay. And yeah, that's one side. And then the other plait is also going to go... I don't remember where I originally had it going. Oh. That's a mystery to me. We'll just have it kind of here somewhere. Not too much. Like this. And this one will come down the back. And you won't be able to see it past there on the other side. Perhaps it will just pop out a bit. And that'll be the end of it on the other side. And the final thing I'm going to do is turn the pear to red. God, don't do that. Let me do that. Make the brush nice and big. And same on this side. Whoa, don't do that. And I mean, it's okay. It's definitely okay. There's a problem with that hand. It's too weird looking. And I don't think the head goes back far enough with the hair still. I think I need to, actually that is a problem, I'm going to fix that bit. I think this needs to just kind of... There should be more. Like, more before it starts to go out, so... Like that. That's better. Okay, I'm happy with that. So, basically that's it. Maybe I'll fix this hand. I'll just kind of add some fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a thumb. Let me think about this. That is your left hand on your face. This is the thumb on this side. Okay. So just add the thumb in somewhere. It's fine. Alright, the point is, that's the sketch. Finally. I think I'm happy with that. It's pretty decent. I'm just going to save it. What I'm going to do is I will fix this up and probably draw some line art off screen. And then we're going to spend another stream, maybe next week, maybe not, at some point in the future, and colour it in. Because this has taken me too long and oh my god. Sketching is hard. So yeah, thank you very much for coming, everyone who stuck around and watched me suffer while I tried to draw this. It looks better in this direction. Oh, hello, Lucky AVX. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was just finishing off what I was saying. So, but as I said, I am doing another stream on this drawing where I colour it in and stuff because I've been streaming for too long at this point. I mean, I have only been going for 2 hours and 25 minutes, but it's just because of the time. It's 1 a.m. in 1 minute of my time. But please come back next week and you can watch me colour in and stuff, okay? And I'll be doing other streams next week. So I'm sorry, but that is the end. Good night, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, and bye bye.